Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Eric here from Erikfy, and I'm gonna be doing a playthrough with commentary today. As you have seen me in my previous videos, I haven't been doing any commentary on my Pokemon Colosseum playthroughs, and it's because I originally didn't think I needed to do that. Like I really wanted to just do gameplay and just upload the content to my channel, but again I keep reading that in order to protect myself and because I genuinely want to make content that people enjoy, I should show my face and like add commentary. So here I am. I did this before last week in my double dash one of those double dash videos that I did. So let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna be continuing playing Pokemon Colosseum. This is again spoiler alert. This is post-game content, so if you're watching and you don't want to be spoiled, I would suggest you go back to the original one, to the first video, which will show you everything from scratch. Again, this is my own playthrough, my own experience, so every player will choose different characters and do things differently than me. Yeah, so my approach was to like purposely miss out on some of the shadow Pokemon so I could then catch them post game. Like I know when I played this game 20 years ago, I didn't know, like let's say if you missed one of the Pokemon by mistake, what would happen? Like can you still go back and catch them? Or you basically lost the opportunity. And so I was a little kid back then, like I didn't know anything, I didn't have internet. So now that I know, I have another chance to play the game, I want to know what will happen. So here I am. And apparently yes, you can still catch some of them. Like the game gives you an opportunity to go back to like fight those people that you lost to, and catch their Pokemon again. Because I guess the end goal of the game was originally to purify all the shadow Pokemon. Like yeah, you have the final boss or whatever, but if they didn't intend to let you, like if that wasn't the final goal of the game, you wouldn't be able to catch them. So let's see what happens. Um, I'm gonna try not to talk too much. Again, I want to, but I just had my wisdom teeth removed like 2 days ago, like this one, which is if you'll see a little, like I'm a little swollen, like a frog, like a toad, but I'm normally not this chubby. It's just. Where should I go next? I forgot where I was supposed to go. Oh yeah, I just basically need to go anywhere to just. I just got to like heal the Pokemon because that's what I hate about the Shadow Pokemon Lab. Like the PCs, there's no healing system there, so you have to like backtrack a lot. Okay, Pokemon Center. I when like a few years ago when I started watching videos about this game again, and now I speak English, right? So things are different. But I never found out whether. Sorry, I used to think that PC outside of the building meant like personal computer, as in there is one, if you notice in the corner to the right, top right hand corner, there's like the PC where you have to save. But it never occurred to me that that also stood out, or that mainly stood out for Pokemon Center, and then PC was just a coincidence. Like there's also a PC here, so maybe I'm slow at catching things like that. Okay, so we have save. Now let me go and see how much money I have, because I may need to go buy Pokeballs. Again, sorry if I sound weird. Like I know my accent is normally not perfect because I'm not American, but also on top of everything, I can't be talking that much. Just I don't want my wound to open. But I wanted to show my face, so I think they should be transformative enough, right? You guys are seeing the uploader, the YouTuber. But okay, I don't know if it's me, but is there anywhere in this game where you could buy Pokeballs, or I had to always come back here to this guy, which is a little cumbersome to have to like stop everything I'm doing, whatever I am, and do all this backtracking. So let's go back to the Shadow Pokemon Lab. I don't know if the background music is too loud or too low, but I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit. Now, I did get an email, so like in the post game, again, spoiler alert, like please stop watching this video if you don't want to be spoiled. Although this is like a 20-year-old game, so I understand it like a younger demographic. I've never played it, but you know, people like me, millennials, if you're like into GameCube games, not specifically Pokemon, because again, this is the only one I really enjoy. Um, like obviously, I'm not ignorant. I know there's like Scarlet, Violet, and those different ones, but I don't really care about those. Not for me. Um, I'm nostalgia driven, so this is the one I always go to. And I might eventually pick up a copy of XD, like the sequel to this one, which I never got it. I remember asking my dad for it, and then I guess we couldn't afford it back then. And so I might do a playthrough of that one just for like after a while, because if it's so similar to this one, I don't want to, I get bored, burned out. Okay. What was I saying regarding that? Oh my gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say. God. Anyway, so yeah, so the game, like the post game, allows you to go back to the places where you used to go, like throughout the entire first campaign. And if you missed any Pokemon, you can grab, like you can go back to the trainers that originally had them and go battle them and try again. Um, the way the game shows you is like before you beat the final boss, you have to go talk to this little kid in the underworld, and he will be like, "Oh yeah, I'll heal you whenever I hear about like the Pokemon trainers that have the Shadow Pokemon." So in the post game, this guy spams you with emails in the most inconvenient moments, and then he tells you, "Look, there's one here. There's a trainer here, and go check it out." And that's kind of like the game gives you a hint into how to find the ones that you missed out on. Because otherwise, imagine like how the hell will people know where to find these trainers if you beat them already? So, just a fun fact. Thunder. So again, I'm not ignorant about typings and things like that. I don't know what masquerade type is. It looks like a water bug, but I'm gonna do Thunder. And I know, I know I couldn't do Thunder on Rhyhorn because he is like rock type or whatever, or ground type, sorry. And so like ground is immune to electric. So you see, I'm not that behind on this RPG like mechanics. Yeah, something I may do, like now that I'm older and have the money to afford these things, I'll remember hearing on like game review shows or even magazines I would read that you could transfer these Pokemon from this game to like Ruby and Sapphire back then, right? So like 2003, 2004. I never did that. Again, I couldn't afford, like I was not tech savvy. So I might get I would love to get a Game Boy Advance. I'm just gonna transfer them to whatever game I can get, and just so I can say I did it, right? Because something I never fulfilled as a child. So for the entire main campaign, Umbreon and Espeon were my go-to for all the battles. But then eventually I started, when back then again I was little, I didn't know about like I know now, like ground versus electric, or like dark immune to psychic, like things like that. And I would just use these two and spam through every battle. But now that I'm wiser, I decided to, when I started purifying some of the Pokemon, I know Hitmontop was my go-to for a while because it was really strong. Like Earthquake was really strong, and what I would do, I would get a flying type and then exchange Umbreon and Espeon for Hitmontop and I forgot the octal noctowl, like the owl looking game, the bird, and since he was immune to ground, like I would just spam through all my enemies with earthquake. So, but yeah, but my point, my purpose this time was to give other Pokemon a chance, like the ones I never used before originally. So, okay, so I battled that one. Oh, I forgot. Did that person have like a shadow Pokemon that I was supposed to catch? Okay, so what's going on here? Nothing. Yeah, I know I got an email saying like, oh, check out the Pokemon Lab. Something's going on there. I don't know. I'm just gonna be here and battle whoever I find. And I know some of them I originally didn't catch their shadow Pokemon, so this time let's see if I can do it. No, not here. You see, I wish there was a map where you could like see where you exactly where you are. They don't even show you maps in this game, so there's so much backtracking. Like I know, you know what game did it pretty well, Metroid Prime. It was also about backtracking back then, and I recently played the remaster, but at least that one had a like a map you could interact with and give you more context of as to where you are in comparison to the bigger world. Let's see. At least I know I can't go there. Let's see, should I just stay here or go back to... You know what? I'm just gonna go back to Mount Battle to keep like purifying those shadow Pokemon. I need to use them. And here. Like that was my main purpose for the boss game, just like really know what happens at the end of purifying all of them. There is 42 and I currently caught 30, so I'm missing 10. Let me first exchange the regular ones for shadow ones so I can, this one. Gonna save. Continue challenge. was checking my phone that someone left a comment on my video that really got me excited. I currently have 0 subscribers, and I mean, I started this channel like last Sunday on my birthday, so you know, cut me some slack. I'm doing this as a hobby. I have a lot of homework to do for my masters, and also I have 2 jobs, so like this is just my downtime. So it's not like I have nothing to do or a life. I have a life, you know, children and all that stuff. I'm just a nerd. Okay, so I need to, when they're in hyper mode, that's when I can take advantage and like call them. So in other words, not skip a turn, so they can like reduce the little purple bar there. Okay, Tyranitar, I'm gonna let you take control of the situation. And Vibrava, is that how you say it? Just do nothing. There you go, you see? It reduced like a quarter of that purple bar. What's it called? The shadow bar? I don't know how you say that in English, but you know what I'm talking about. On another note, I really like this software, the OBS, the one I'm using. Yeah, it was so easy to pick up. Like I'm a UX designer for a living, or like in training, right? So that's what I'm doing my master's in user experience, and I really love how seamless from the moment you download the software, like how you know what to do, how using each panel, it feels like an Adobe product. I have experience with like a Photoshop, After Effects, all those programs. So when I picked this one up, it was so simple, and I was afraid I did struggle, I'm not gonna lie, when like resizing, cropping the screen, because I did a reaction video the other day, and it looked really bad. But you know, thankfully I don't have subscribers also, like nobody can, you know, if people see that, at least it's like in the past. But yeah, but then like all the filters they give you for color correction, for cropping, for like even what you're looking at now, my thumbnail, my face cam is a circle, like it's pretty cool. And it's really easy to do. I didn't really have to do much Googling around. So kudos to whoever created OBS. Thank you. Okay, now Tyranitar's in hyper mode, so. I've always wondered why they get like the shadow Pokemon where they use Shadow Rush. Why do they get hit with recoil? Could it be because like the power they're channeling is so like dark that it hurts them too? Like they have to hurt themselves in order to deal damage to others? Like I've never understood what's the deal with that. Oh wait, no, Tyranitar has to be called. Okay, so. Now, I've been using Tyranitar for like a whole week, and it feels like his shadow bar takes longer to go down than others. I might have to read up on that, because it's weird how like other ones, like this one Vibrava, for example, or Vibrava. Again, a part of my pronunciation. When I play this game, I will just read it in Spanish, but like it's the least of my worries how you pronounce those names, but like I have barely used Vibrava, and look at the health, the shadow bar is almost depleted. Yeah, I guess Shadow Rush is a really strong move, but if you're not careful, you can kill your best Pokemon on the battlefield. Kevin is really cute. Oh my gosh, I look horrible in that thumbnail. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I promise you that I normally don't look that like chubby and out of shape. I'm actually a little overweight, I have to admit it, but this like wisdom teeth extraction really messed up my face. So maybe this wasn't the best time to do this, to show my face, but oh well. Too late, too little too late. And it's not like anybody that knows me in real life is watching my videos anyway, so even if they do, why do I care, right? So this is, I know I'm in area 6, which means I'm like in the 50s, and I do remember that Mount Battle reaches 100, although I don't recall if there will be another shadow Pokemon in this whole like journey. I don't know, but I never made it to 100 before, so I want to know what will happen, like who is the final trainer. And no, I don't want to just watch a video about it, I want to actually like battle it. Okay, I'm gonna take a break now and I'll be back later. Stay tuned, guys.